Woo! Wake up, wake up, wake up! I am your host, Chantel, better known as Miss Recycle, and you are officially on the Wake Up and Smell the Coffee show, Infinity TV. Let's go. Today, I want to talk to you guys about a chemical pesticide called Atrazine. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Atrazine, okay? It was all pointed out by a scientist by the name of Tyrone Hayes, okay? So I want to give you a brief description of who Tyrone is and how he came about his analysis that determined that atrazine turns male frogs into female frogs, okay? And he also discovered that the same thing that it was doing to the frog, it was also doing to the humans, okay? So I said, okay, let me research this atrazine, okay? So now y'all all know that I'm always on Ascension Glossary. So what I did was I Googled atrazine in Ascension Glossary, and lo and behold, y'all would not believe what came up, right? I'm not even going to go into that part right now. First, I want to introduce who Tyrone Hayes is, give you a little brief description about him and what he did and what he discovered, and then we're going to go down a rabbit hole about this atrazine, what it's connected to, and how it affects us as human beings. Just take a listen, y'all. Oh, and y'all know how I do, okay? I'm going to let Google read it to you because the fact checkers ain't going to be fact checking me. Fact check Google. Let's go.
Tyrone Hayes. Published by Wikipedia. Tyrone B. Hayes is an American biologist and professor of integrative biology at the University of California, Berkeley. He is known for his research in frogs, concluding that the herbicide atrazine is an endocrine disruptor that demasculinizes male frogs, causing them to display female characteristics. Hayes is an advocate for the critical review and regulation of pesticides as well as other chemicals that may cause adverse health effects. He has presented hundreds of papers, discussions, and seminars on his research's conclusion that environmental contaminants have played a major role in the global amphibian decline as well as being linked to the many health disparities that occur in minority and low-income populations. Hayes' research into atrazine as an endocrine disruptor has been contested by Syngenta, the company who manufactures atrazine, and the Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicines Authority. In 2023, he was elected to the National Academy of Sciences. Early life and education. Tyrone Hayes was born in 1967 in Columbia, South Carolina to Romeo and Susie Hayes. As a child, he showed great interest in lizards and frogs. He was particularly interested in the way frogs morphed from tadpoles into their adult form. He won a state science fair with research that showed that anole lizards had to be awake in order to change color. He graduated from Dreher High School in 1985 and earned both his BA and MA in biology in 1989 from Harvard University. His dissertation focused on the genetic and environmental mechanisms determining the gender of the wood frog. He continued his studies at the University of California, Berkeley. There he received his PhD in integrative biology in 1993 for his study of the role that hormones play in mediating developmental responses to environmental changes in amphibians. Career. After graduating from Harvard University, Hayes worked as a technician and freelance consultant from 1990 to 1992 for Tiburon, California-based Biosystems, Inc. Hayes has held an academic appointment at the University of California, Berkeley since completing his doctoral research there in 1992. He was hired as a graduate student instructor in 1992, became an assistant professor in 1994, associate professor in 2000, and professor in 2003 in the Department of Integrative Biology, Molecular Toxicology, Group in Endocrinology, Museum of Vertebrate Zoology, Energy and Resources Group, University of California, Berkeley.
Very smart.
In 2021, Hayes was appointed to the position of department co-chair. He advanced to the position of Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion in the College of Letters and Science at Berkeley in 2023.
Wow.
Hayes' scientific research has focused on the potential of genetic adaptation and the role of hormones in the development of the amphibian. His investigations have shown that chemical agents, such as a commonly used herbicide, have the ability to negatively impact the sexual development of the amphibian, even when such toxins are present in low concentrations.
Wow.
Hayes has taken an interest in the hormonal regulation and development of aggressive behavior. He has also been active with the National Science Foundation Review Panel since 1995, and he has served on several other advisory boards as well.
Now listen, y'all. Woo. The list goes on and on and on. This man is brilliant, okay? He did his research, he did his studies, so he knows exactly what he's talking about, okay? So now, this atrazine is connected to our water system, it's connected to our soil, and it's connected to our crops, all right? So not only does it affect the frogs, right? It also affects us humans, okay? And it causes a shift in the genders, right? So it causes a male frog to develop female traits, female parts, the eggs, the ovaries, all of that. And then it causes the male to develop female parts, right? Okay, so it just does it in reverse. And I told you they're feeding us everything in reverse, y'all. They're feeding us everything in reverse through these reversal grids, okay? But genetically, right, they are causing a shift in our bodies. So now it can go from generation to generation, right? It was one demonstration or build that he did, a presentation that excuse me, that stated that I am receiving these chemicals or these genetic mutations, I would say, from my grandmother, my mother's mother, and my grandmother's mother. You feel what I'm saying? So it goes all the way back to your great-great-great-great-great-grandparents. These chemicals are embedded in our bodies and through the uterus. They are connected or transmitted through the uterus to the child, all right? So now, when I Googled atrazine under Ascension Glossary, y'all not gonna believe what came up, okay? What came up was marijuana. And today I must say I'm celebrating my 30th day of being clean from marijuana and cigarettes. I went cold turkey on both, y'all, because I also came across some information that stated that every time you light up, you are giving a burnt offering to a certain deity, okay? So I felt like, wow, like we slowly killing ourselves every time we light a cigarette and every time we light a blunt. So that was my inspiration to quit, on top of Snoop Dogg. Ooh, baby, let me tell you, when I heard Snoop Dogg say he was quitting, I was like, oh shit, high till I die. High till I die said he was quitting. I know I can quit if he quitting. I'm gonna quit if he's quitting, because that means that there's something wrong with the marijuana, okay? He has a company. He has a marijuana company, all right? Where he's pushing his marijuana, but he comes out in a statement and says that he's no longer going to smoke, and then he recants the statement and says he was referring to a smoker barbecue grill or some shit like that. That was bullshit. You already know that was the cover up. He was giving us a sign, y'all. He was letting us know that this marijuana is no good and we need to quit. He's quitting. I said, God damn it, I'm quitting too. And that's exactly what I did. So I'm so proud of myself. It's been 30 days, so y'all might see me munching. Y'all might see me puffing on my little gadget, all right, that I use to improvise me smoking, because you know it's a habit, right, that we have occurred as smokers. We have a habit of needing something to put up to our mouth. So I've been doing certain things to kind of curb my appetite. I eat candy. I also have my little sticks that I chew on, that I pretend like I'm smoking on, just to curb my little cravings or whatever. Withdrawals, I eat some candy, and it basically goes away. So I've been fighting this thing, and I'm gonna fight it until the end, baby. I will not be giving up burnt offerings to any deities, okay? My life is precious, and I plan on living forever. So I want y'all to listen to this though, okay? Well, like I said, I googled atrazine under Ascension Glossary, and marijuana came up. So now I want y'all to listen to what Ascension Glossary has to say about the atrazine being in the marijuana, because we all know that once the government stepped in and took over this marijuana shit, it's not real. This is hybrid. This is hybrid weed that we're smoking. It has no seeds in it. You cannot reproduce it, and therefore we do not need to be smoking it. Just like this food, these fruits and vegetables and things like that. The things that come with no fruit in it, you cannot reproduce from it, so therefore it is artificial. But y'all already know how I do it, okay? I'm gonna let Google read it to you because ain't nobody fact checking me. Fact check Google, Google. Here we go. We're gonna get it popping today, y'all. I'm letting y'all know today that we have to let go of these things that are causing us to fall into addiction, right? Because it's linked to other things that is shifting our gender. And I noticed a lot of people who smoke marijuana lately, since the government kicks in, they've been complaining about, a lot of men been complaining about not being able to get it up. Okay, they're having a hard time with sex, okay, and that's the whole objective. They want to take your reproductive systems away from you. They want to take your ability to reproduce away from you. So they're doing it through the food, and they're doing it through our drug of choice. And they know for us, melanated people, it's marijuana. So listen to this, y'all. Here we go. Oh, it don't want to play for us? Hold on. Hold on. It don't want to play for us? Hold on, y'all. I'm having some technical difficulties, but we gonna get it together, baby. Okay, so on this one, let me see.
Have severe impacts to bioneurological functioning.
So we gonna try this again. Hold on.
Marijuana. Published by Ascension Glossary. The NA promotes substance abuse in all of its forms in order to gain full control over the human body, especially the sexual organs and brainwaves. The increased spreading of synthetic marijuana and genetically modified marijuana have severe impacts to bioneurological functioning, impairing executive function and decision-making.
Ain't never
Once
lied.
the Na or imposter spirits are involved in the promotion of drug use in a human being who is unaware of the mind control influence made upon their emotional state, thoughts, and cravings, these continued destructive behaviors easily lead into full-blown addiction.
Woo!
Addicts lose their inner directional compass, and thus they have very poor discernment and lack the clarity required to comprehend or properly assess their environments. This combination makes it easy to trick, deceive, and hijack that person's light body, brain waves, and belief systems. Some abductees are coaxed into drug addiction through the astral plane dreamscapes, and it has been documented that injection of these substances have been administered by entities on the astral during sleep state in order to promote addictive controls or Pavlovian conditioning in the waking state.
Told y'all about astral projection and astral sex.
Many times the person is being behaviorally conditioned that drug use is cool, hip, or expanding to consciousness, when it is actually setting up consciousness traps on the astral plane.
Wow.
Drugs used in ritual can be considered a form of black magic. Consciousness-altering substances used during rituals are used in order to contact non-human intelligences, of which most of the time are very low-level spirits, demonics, and reptilians. Drug use allows the astral manipulation of the subject through the lowering of their light body frequency to levels that vibrationally connect with that particular type of entity. Drug use in the astral, or using drugs to connect one's consciousness with the astral plane, allow for easy latch-on by all kinds of energetic parasites. All addictions or regular use of any kind of consciousness-altering substance, whether alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, crystal meth, MDMA, or the many lab substances used today in the clubbing environments, can lower the person's frequency to such level they can be manipulated through spiritual attachments, parasites, possessions, or taken over by a reptilian entity that uses the body as a host.
I can't make this shit up.
Any drug use is not advised, and if necessary, it is suggested to be highly cautioned during the high-risk environment during the current war over consciousness on planet Earth. It is noted that people that have endured severe trauma-based mind control like SRA and are in severe physical pain, that some drugs can be helpful during the therapeutic state of intending to heal deep spiritual trauma and address painful memories.
So they make you think.
However, drug use for therapeutic means should be temporary water wings and not made a permanent crutch, which sets up long-term addictive states. Addictions severely weaken the light body and lower the overall fundamental frequency of the consciousness and body.
Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear that? I can't make this stuff up, y'all. That's why I like for Google to read it to you, because I want them to fact check this shit. I Googled Atrazine under Ascension Glossary, okay? And marijuana came up. That was the first thing that came up, y'all. And I always say that I always Google stuff under Ascension Glossary to see what it's connected to. Like I Googled DMX. Oh my God. Under Ascension Glossary, y'all wouldn't believe what came up. Like I can't make this shit up. I'm gonna do that one next, okay? Like I Google XXX Testation's name under Ascension Glossary. And y'all not gonna believe what came up. You know what I'm saying? I would probably combine the DMX one with the XXX one and a couple of other artists whose name that I Googled under Ascension Glossary. It seems like the things that they were about or the things that they talked about came up under Ascension Glossary. So it showed me that it was a connection. So therefore, I know I'm not far-fetched when I Googled Atrazine under Ascension Glossary and marijuana came up. And I was telling y'all that marijuana is a synthetic drug, right? That is used for mind control. All right? And that's exactly what it's doing. It's a party drug, right? But it is also affecting your sexual organs, causing sexual misery, right? And the sexual misery thing is connected to these reversal grids. It's connected to these planetary grids. It's connected to these frequencies that we are receiving from the Na, right? So, I gotta go back and, oh my gosh, it's so deep. Like, y'all remember the na 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 na? It's all connected, y'all. When these rappers sing and they chant certain things, they are chanting to these deities, and we didn't know it. Just like, give me the loosh, give me the loosh. We thought they were saying loot, right? As in money? No. They were saying loosh, as in energy. They want our energy. So they were saying, give me the loosh, give me your loosh. Give me the loosh, give me the loosh. Give me your energy, give me your energy. Right? And when they were saying na 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 na, they were basically calling upon the deity that is connected to the planetary grids that is causing a reverse in your causing a reverse in your mind, causing a reverse in your decisions. It's causing a reverse in everything. Everything is being given to us in reverse. Whew, it's so deep, y'all. But I just had to go here for y'all and let y'all know that, ladies, your men might be experiencing some things because they are smoking this marijuana. They may not be able to get it up. They may not be able to perform like they used to. Once the government came in, like I said, and put their hands in this marijuana, it has not been the same. And I believe that's why it was so easy for me to quit. I've been smoking marijuana for a very long time, okay? But once I came across this information and discovered what I was doing to myself, you know, they say knowledge is power, and I definitely believe in that. But once I discovered this information, okay, and discovered what I was doing to myself, and like damn, my mother did it, my grandmother did it, my grandfather did it, so it's like it was a generational curse that I had to break, all right? Because I don't want my children doing it. I don't want their children doing it. So I have to break the cycle somewhere. We got to break these cycles, y'all. We got to break these cycles. Y'all can do it. I'm telling you, if Snoop Dogg did it, you can do it too. I'm telling you, remember he used to always say, high till I die. Huh? he don't even want to smoke no more. I don't give a fuck what he say about this grill thing that he want to attach it to, and he was bullshitting and playing. No, he wasn't. He was giving us a subliminal message, letting us know not to smoke this shit because it's no fucking good. All right? So I'm asking y'all just to say a prayer. You know, I asked the Most High to take this taste out of my mouth. I had to pray to the God in me and the God outside of me for help. All right, because we can't do it all by ourselves. I don't want y'all to think that you can just do it all alone. You know what I'm saying? You can do it all by yourself. Just one day you wake up and say, I'm not doing this no more. No, it was a process for me. But upon me learning this information is what gave me the initiative, okay, and the strength to do it. Y'all, we got to do it. Like I said, if Snoop Dogg did it, we can do it too. And I'm telling you, on that note, I'm out. I need y'all to Google this shit for yourself, okay? It's called Atrazine. It's in our water, it's in our soil, and it is in our air. It is converting frogs, male frogs into female frogs, and female frogs vice versa. They're having male frogs is getting confused, right? Having sex with each other, but they can't reproduce because they don't have the eggs. It's crazy. It's like, I can't even make this shit up. Look up Tyrone Hayes whenever you get a chance, okay? He has a lot of documentaries on YouTube that can better explain this situation to you guys. I just wanted to briefly come on here and talk to you guys about what's going on. Like I said, as I get this information, I am going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. That is my job. My job is to help wake you up, and hopefully you can wake someone else up, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, as long as I reach one person, I've done my job. And on that note, I'm out. Miss Recycle. Tune in. Infinity TV, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The awakening is here. They're here. Well, baby, we're here. Y'all better get y'all superpowers up, okay? Because we're here. I'm not playing no games. Listen. Do what you gotta do to do what you gotta do to save your family, because this shit about to hit the fan, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna leave you on this, right? As long as we have these chemicals and these metals and things like that in our body, we are not going to be able to receive these downloads. And I believe that's one reason that the Most High had to clear my thoughts, clear my head, and clean my system. Because I was receiving downloads, but not at the capacity that I'm receiving them now. And once I clean myself up, once I clean my system, listen, face getting clearer, body getting what? I'm gaining weight, I'm looking more healthier, and I feel better than I ever felt before. I'm telling y'all, yo, tune in, tap into yourself, ask the Most High, the inside of you and outside of you, to take the taste out of your mouth, and I guarantee you it will happen. But guess what? Listen, you got the power to do it. You got the power to do it. Don't be afraid. You don't need these drugs, okay? They need you to take these drugs so that they can control you. So now, if you're the type of person that don't want to be controlled, and that's me. I don't want nobody controlling me. So therefore, I had to do what I had to do to eliminate or X out my habits so that I can receive these downloads, right? And as I receive these downloads, I'm gonna dish them out to you. I love you guys, y'all. I love y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm not gonna come on here lying to y'all about nothing. Whatever I say, I got receipts for, okay? I promise you. What I need you to do is research this shit. Atrazine. It is in your water, your soil, and your air. It's in your tap water. They're putting it in our water systems too. So we gotta be very careful. Like, get a filter, boil your water. I don't know. It's probably in the bottled water too, y'all. We just got to pray over everything. Pray over everything before you eat and before you drink it. Pray over it. Pray over it. I am a firm believer in that, okay? It's not just about praying. It's about sending these messages to the universe. So that, you know, if you talk to the universe, you have to send these messages to the universe, okay? So that the universe can answer whatever it is that you're asking for or demanding, right? Because I don't really ask for anything. I demand what I want, because we have the power to do that. Once you realize how powerful you are and what your powers are, you're going to be unstoppable, baby. And I'm telling y'all right now, clear y'all system so that y'all can get these downloads. I'm going to give them to you, but a lot of you won't even be able to receive it because you got all of these things, these chemicals and these metals in your body. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that note. Do what you gotta do, baby. Woo. And whatever it is you gotta do it. Shout out to my DJ. Go kid, go kid. Hey, peace.